Hello, my name is Stacy. Welcome back to Reads of an Apple, and I am here to start week 27. Holy moly, we are just going through the weeks. We are over halfway through now, or we are like exactly halfway through, depending on how you count. Oh my goodness. So, let's just get into it. Oh, also happy not Labor Day. My goodness. Happy Independence Day, 4th of July weekend to those of you in the U.S. I went to our local fireworks show last night. Today is Sunday, July 3rd, and they had our Fort Collins fireworks show last night, and I met up with some friends and we walked over there and it was super fun. It was really good. I took some B-roll clip, so that'll all be played next. The show was 20 minutes long, so I'm just going to do the finale because the finales are always the best part. So I'll just show that. But if you're interested in seeing the full clip, I can upload it by itself. Just let me know down below. But let's start off with the quest calendar. So I have been playing this year the quest calendar for 2022, and it is the Gates of Taralon. This is created and made by Sundial Games, and it is a daily quest calendar that is based off of like Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and role-playing tabletop games. So it is like I said, a daily calendar. Saturdays and Sundays are combined. And we are playing as a Savani Moonchaser, who's a monk class, and she is a light feline. So, a cat person, which, if you know me, are you surprised? But we are traveling from world to world, and we are tasked with collecting different pieces of a gate. Each world has its own gate, and the one to the demon world shattered, and so we are going from world to world collecting the shards so we can put the gate back together, and then for the demon world so that they do not break the universe. So we are currently on a world where when we landed, the city was on the back of a tortoise and we landed in water. So we are now traveling underwater, and we are going to a shipwreck where we have a magical staff from a world watcher, and so this staff is leading us to where the gate shard is on this world. So we ended off last week being able to sneak past a giant crab, and let's see where we start this week. Ooh, we made it to the shipwreck. Look at that. Such fun art. I love it. And if this is your first time seeing me talk about this game, so all of the like script font is usually like the story information that we're doing, and then in the block fonts in the square, this is like our mechanics and like the instructions on what we are actually doing to play the game. So let's see what it says. You arrive at the site of a shipwreck. Your energy transference sensor tells you a piece of the Taralon gate is nearby. The waters are still. It is eerily calm. Something doesn't feel right. Okay, so we have three options. We have an A, B, and C. A is to remain calm and move slowly as you approach, which is a dexterity roll, reminder, stealthy. B is to set a trap for whatever may be waiting for you, a wisdom, reminder, survival. And then C is to make a scene to scare whatever may be nearby, which is a strength roll, reminder, intimidating. Well, going off of stats, I would say A, because we are dexterity based. That's our best stat, and we have stealthy. And I also just think remaining calm and taking it slow is a good way to move forward. And that was how we were able to successfully get past the crab before. So I'm going to take that approach again. So there's no other extra text, and all of the information that we need for our roles and how to play is on the back of the previous day's page. So let me pull out my D20. And we will roll our dexterity roll. So we have a +6 as our stat, plus we also have stealthy, which gives another +2. So we're at a total of +8 to whatever I roll. And we rolled a 19. Very cool. We are above 20 and we just needed an 11. So it is difficult to tell if you're being stealthy or quiet in the water, if it is even possible. You are doing the best job you can. Gain a +2 to damage rolls in tomorrow's combat. All right, so Monday is going to be a combat day, and I will make a note on my character sheet that we have a +2 tomorrow. Okay, and that is it for the quest calendar. So, moving on, get this all away here. I do want to touch base on books now. It is 6:30 on Sunday, and I had all of these reading plans, and then I got sucked into a Below Deck marathon because they're doing a marathon of a bunch of series lately because Below Deck Mediterranean starts tomorrow, or the new season airs tomorrow, as well as a new Below Deck that's like in Australia. It's Below Deck Down Under. And so when I was looking for something to put on while I was editing and working on videos and stuff, I put on Below Deck, and I just kind of got sucked into it, and I left it on all day, and I've been cleaning and taking care of things around the house instead of reading. But that's okay. I feel productive. I've gotten a lot of stuff done that's kind of been on my to-do list that hasn't been a priority, but I got it taken care of. So that's always exciting. At least I'm being productive and marking things off my list. Okay. Everything is all away, but I will be starting tonight at some point Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross. I have an arc for this, and I need to pick this up next so that it can fit in my schedule to come out around release date, which is July 12th. I'm super excited to read this. This is the start of a new contemporary series, and this is one that she's indie publishing with just herself, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But in other book news, I did get a couple books this weekend. I finally found a paper copy of Amy Rose Bennett's Up All Night with a Good Duke. This is the first book in her Byronic book club series. I have heard good things about this. This is a new release that came out at the end of June on the 28th, and I'm very excited. I mean, a historical romance, which a backdrop is a library. Yes, please. And I didn't read the blurb. I just saw ratings and that people were enjoying this. But the heroine, her name is Artemis, which is super cool. She is a finishing school teacher by day and gothic romance writer by night. So that is super fun. And then the hero is Dominic, a widowed Duke of Dartmoor. And he needs a wife. Oh, and he has an adolescent daughter. So cool. I'm not going to read all of it. I was just kind of skimming it. So I'm super excited. I don't know how soon I'll get to this, but I at least wanted to get it. And it's a new historical romance with a clinch cover. So I would like to put my money where my mouth is and support new clinch covers, because the new trend of historical romances is not my jam. I prefer the clinch covers and the gorgeous fonts. So I definitely had to pick this up. I also saw on Goodreads when I was adding it to my library app, the second book has been posted, and it has a super gorgeous cover too, but it has like a blue base instead of purple. So also 1, 2, 3, 4 of the newest historical romances I've gotten in the past like couple months all have purple spines. So apparently purple historicals is like the trend. And then I had to get a paperback copy of Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. This is the 4th book in the Twisted series. I still am not caught up to get to this book yet, but this is Sophie's book. Stella, and she was my favorite character in the first book, at least side character, and so I've been waiting for her book to come out. Of course it's the last one, but now that it's out, I'm ready to finish binging the series, so I'm very excited. And while I like the alternate covers, the first couple I bought were in the boy covers and not the alternate covers, so I just collected the series in this cover. So but that's okay. I like these. The black is super fun. And it makes the like spines pop out even more, I feel like. But maybe that's just me, so. I'm trying not to buy too many books, but I had Twisted Lies pre-ordered, and this one I saw was a new release, and there weren't too many June releases that I was super intrigued by, but I wanted to at least get that one. Plus, I pre-ordered it, so I got it for like $5 because someone somewhere had it on sale, and I got a price match. And that is it for now. I do have plans later tonight. I'll try to take some B-roll clip too and add that as well. I'm going over to a friend's and we're going to shoot some fireworks off tonight. I don't know how crazy we're going to get, but it's usually not too bad, but they usually get a good chunk of them out. But I'm excited to go hang out with people, even though I don't want to leave the house, but it'll be fun. I didn't want to leave the house, but I did last night, and I had a blast at the fireworks, even though it was a lot of hassle just for 20 minutes. It was still super fun, and it's been forever since I saw like a big cities fireworks show, so I don't know. At the end of it, I think it was definitely worth it. Although it was a hassle getting home, even though I live like 2 minutes, like normally. It usually takes me like 2 to 5 minutes to get to City Park from where I live, but from where I live, there's too many trees that I couldn't see anything. So I drove to my old boss's house because he lives like a block from the city park, and then we walked. But all right, I think that is it. I just wanted to check what else I had laying over here and make sure I had nothing else. So I will pop in that B-roll footage next here, and this will be, like I said, our city fireworks finale. And then if I get I'll try to get some B-roll footage of the fireworks that we shoot off at my friend's house. But until then, I will see you on Monday, and I hope you have a safe and happy 4th of July weekend. See you soon.
Picture in my brain, but I can't see it.
All we can see is the flame.
Okay, watch out, kid. I don't know about this bullwhip thing. I don't know if I trust bullwhip.
Hello, welcome back. I did not update yesterday. I kept meaning to, and then I ended up spending most of the day at my friend's house on 4th of July. So we hung out and played games, and I watched the little one swim around in the pool, and we chatted, and it was nice. And then we had lunch, and like a late lunch, early dinner kind of a thing, and just really kind of relaxed. So we have to do 2 quest calendars today, but before that, I had a very happy book mail today. So the first is today, this is July 5th, is the release date for Lore Olympus Volume 2. Now today I got the paperback version because who I ordered this from, I get release day shipping, so that means they ship it early enough that it shows up on release day for me. So I cannot wait. There is an extra little story in the back of this one, like in the first one. And I love Lore Olympus. I cannot wait to read this. I did also order the Barnes & Noble special edition hardback, but it didn't ship until today. You'd think Barnes & Noble, of any of the online bookstores, would do release day shipping so you get it on release day, but it did not. It is not. But it's coming from Vegas, so it should only take a couple of days to get here, but I will show that when I receive it. But I also got today my signed copy of Always Practice Safe Hex. I'm so excited to get this added to my shelf. Now, the only Stay a Spell series book that I don't have an autographed copy of is the Holiday Anthology, so at some point I will be getting that if she opens up full orders again. The most recent one, she only did signed editions for Always Practice Safe Hex, so I just got that one. But I also got, I'm going to leave this closed, but all 4 of the artworks that Jamila has done. So the front one is obviously Evie and Mateo, and there should be Isadora and Devraj in here. It's all 4. And then there also should be Livy and Gareth, obviously, because that's the new book, and then Violet and Nico. So I can't wait to open these. I'm going to wait until I get some frames or something to put them in. I was originally thinking of turning them into magnets and then I can have them on my fridge and stuff, but with nice artwork like this, I think I'm going to frame them or do some sort of scrapbooking thing. And I also don't want to open it yet because I want to try to save the sticker to turn that into a magnet. And I don't want to ruin it, so because I completely destroyed the one that was around Always Practice Safe Hex, but I'm super excited. So I have the official artwork now, and then at some point I need to get the new artwork by a person who did some fan art for him, and I got artwork for the first 3 books. So at some point I'll need to get for the anthology as well as this one. I don't even know if she has stuff up for this one yet, but so yeah, very happy book mail day, and I cannot wait to see the special edition of Lore Olympus, but we have to wait because Barnes & Noble. And then otherwise, let's just do the quest calendar. So this weekend we managed to get to the shipwreck, and then we snuck successfully by somebody. So we do have a +2 to our damage. So I'm assuming today will be, or Monday, so yesterday's is going to be combat of some sort. And that it is. Ooh, they're like weird fish people. Crazy. Alright, so it looks like there's going to be 3 of them that we're going to have to fight, but 1 attack roll each. And these are called Tritons, I guess. Crazy. Alright. 3 Tritons, fish-like people, swim up to attack you. They were hoping to take whatever treasure this sunken ship holds for themselves, and they won't let you interfere. They are better swimmers than you, and their skin secretes a neurotoxin. Fun! So it looks like for each roll, we're going to have to do attack, damage, and then a strength roll. The strength roll, I'm guessing, is for the neurotoxin. So let us see. Let me get on my dice. I will get all of them out. Okay, so first Triton. Alrighty, our attack roll, and we are at a +8. Alrighty, and that is an 8, so 16. I just choked on air. Alright, so we needed a 15 or more to hit the Triton, so we just barely hit. So I will do damage. So we are normally 2d10 plus 2, but for this page we're 2d10 plus 4. Alrighty, and that is 7, 8, 9. So we are at a total of 13 damage. Okay. If you hit and your damage roll is 10 or more, the Triton dies. So the first Triton is dead. Okay, so and then we need to do, it doesn't say, okay, I'm going to roll the strength rolls just to be safe, but the way that it's worded makes me think that the strength roll comes from them hitting you. So what I might do is check the FAQ after I film this, and then if I need to do my strength rolls later, I'll do that. But it looks like that will just do health damage. Okay. Or no, you roll this. Okay, yeah. So the strength. Okay, so it's to avoid being weakened. And what weakened does is double the health that you would take. So we don't have to roll the strength rolls. Okay. So Triton number 2. We shall roll again. And that is a 17. So we are at 25. In this one, we needed a 16 or more, so we hit. So I will roll damage again. And this is a, 18, so 22 total damage. And we needed an 11 or more, so he is super dead. And then the third Triton. Come on, good roll. Alrighty, so that is a 10, so 18. And we needed a 15. So a final damage roll. Alright, that's 6 and 5, so 11 plus 4, so 15. And we needed an 11. And the third Triton dies. So we killed all 3 Tritons, so we collect 3 gold. And I'll worry about updating that. So let us do today's then. So we fought and killed all 3 Tritons. And then, okay. So today is the map of the shipwreck. So we are going to start at S like usual. Okay. So there is no S. So I'm going to say that we're starting at 1 and then we will have to work our way down to the star. So shipwreck. The ship has no growth on it. The wood looks freshly splintered and barely water damaged. Perhaps the heavy stone gate shard fell from the sky and put a hole in the ship's hull. Navigate the wreckage. Start at the top deck and work your way down to the star. Visit any numbered places along the way. Resolve each one before going to the next. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 4, and then 3. And then we'll come down and do 5, 7, 6, and then down to the star. And we'll just go through each level. because we are looking for the shard, the gate shard. So we will start with section number 1. The crow's nest broke and fell from the ship. The person on lookout likely got out before the ship sunk. You find an operable spyglass you can sell for 3 gold. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to make a note. We're up to 6 gold. Okay, then room number 2. The forecastle deck still holds a table and some playing cards scattered about. It appears some sailors were caught in the middle of a game when the ship was hit. You find 3 gold lying around. Okay, we are at 9. Okay, then room number 4. The main deck contains a body that is caught up in the rat lines. It seems they were stuck in the rope and unable to get free before they drowned and went down with the ship. You find 2 gold on the body. There is an obvious hole here where the gate shard cracked the deck. To explore further, you will need to crawl through the narrow space. Okay, so that's sad that we're like looting this body. Okay, so we will make the dex roll, but I want to finish exploring this level before we go down. So let's go over to room number 3. The poop deck holds crates and smashed up boxes you can look through. Roll a d20 plus intellect reminder investigator. So we are just at whatever we roll. And that is a 14. Okay, at 11 or more, you find 1 meal ration and a bottle of aged wine to add to your inventory. Cool. Okay, so then back to room number 4. So we need to make a dexterity roll, and that is a +6. And I keep rolling it behind things here. 19, or we rolled a 13, so 19 total. If the result is 15 or more, you manage to make it through without injury. Perfect. So since we went through down number 4, we're going to be in the center of the ship. So I'm going to do 7, and then we'll go 5 and then 6. The gun room is full of cannons that are clustered together into a pile wherein the ship cracked and sank. There are a few big barrels that hold some expensive gunpowder. As you try to grab one, it opens up and gunpowder goes everywhere. Since you are breathing underwater, you inhale the powder. So roll a constitution roll. And that is whatever we roll. And that is an 18. Okay. So if the result is 11 or more, the pain from breathing in gunpowder is bearable, but still hurts. Reduce your health by 1. So we took 1 damage. Okay, then we'll go up to room number 5. The forecastle holds the crew's living quarters. There are a couple of dead sailors' bodies floating around here. They didn't make it out in time. And then we're going to roll an intellect, reminder investigator. Okay, 16, and our intellect is 0 again. So the corpses of the sailors are holding hands. You guess that they were lovers who died together. You find 5 gold in the room. What? Nonsense. 5. We're at 16 gold. Holy moly. Okay, and then the final room, room number 6. The stern castle is where the captain's quarters are found. There's no body here. Apparently, the captain did not go down with the ship. You find a lockbox in the captain's desk. Roll a d20 plus dexterity. Reminder, locksmith. So we don't have locksmith, but we are dexterous, so +6. Ooh, 14, so 20. If the result is 14 or more, you get the lockbox open and find 10 gold. Holy cow. And a rusty key. Holy moly. That is crazy. So we have 26 gold, a rusty key, and 1 damage. Oh, that's quite a haul. And we are officially down on the bottom level, or at least the 3rd level of the shipwreck to see whatever. I'm guessing we'll find the gate shard or something here playing with the gate shard tomorrow. I think that is all I have for you today. I did finally start Bright Like Wildfire yesterday. I started it when I was at my friend's house because there was a point where everyone was just waiting for a couple other people to show up, and everyone was just kind of sitting there quietly, just enjoying the silence and being with each other. So I picked up my Kindle and read, and then I went and sat out in the yard instead of up on the porch because the breeze was a little better and the birds were all going. So I'm only like 34% in. I tried to read more last night when I got home, but I fell asleep before 9 o'clock because I just was exhausted from this weekend. So yeah, I would like to read a lot more of it tonight and get as close as I can to finishing it, if not fully finishing it. But it is already almost 7:30, so I need to get going on stuff. And I also need to quickly edit my hockey recommendation video, which will be up, and I'll put that in the card here. This is for the readathon that is currently going on when you watch this, so please join me if you aren't already. And otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow, Wednesday. It's already hump day. I love short weeks. I'll see you all soon. Hello, happy Wednesday. It is hump day. I love these short work weeks. 2 days left, and I am pretty excited. Although, I've been kind of struggling with YouTube today. Apparently, my vlog video that went up yesterday on Tuesday is still processing. And it was like, we recommend canceling your upload and retrying it again. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that's re-uploading. But I got my hockey recommendations video that will go up on tomorrow. And that's already set and scheduled. But that's a lot shorter of a video. So I mean, you win some, you lose some, but whatever. I have it re-uploading. It says it's only supposed to take less than an hour to get everything done, so we'll see what happens. But I don't have too much today. I'm only 62% through Bright Like Wildfire. I am very much enjoying this. I'm probably going to give it 4 stars at this rate. I'm not surprised because it's Juliet Cross. Tonight is Wednesday. I also watched the 5th episode of Miss Marvel earlier. The show needs to be longer. I keep saying that, but I really enjoyed this episode. And I teared up a little bit because there was a moment where Kamala connects with her mom and her grandmother. And it just made me miss my mom. But that's okay. You know, I can remember the good memories, you know? But, also tonight starts the new season of Married at First Sight, which, holy crap, that was a very quick turnaround. And also what starts tonight is Big Brother season 24, which I'm more excited about. So I am waiting till like 7:30ish and then I will start it so I can fast forward through commercials for the first little bit. But I also need to pull yarn. I went in the garage and pulled a couple of the yarns I have in storage there. And I need to get the rest of the colors because I need to start working on my boss's birthday present, which is in August. So I figured with Big Brother coming back, I'm going to have a lot more free time now that I've gotten my like video editing like quick boom boom, and Big Brother is something that I can work on things while I watch. It's not like playoff hockey where I am glued to the screen and don't want to miss a single minute. So I need to finish pulling the yarn I have there. I have some yarn saved in yarn bags from ongoing projects or planned projects, so I need to just pull the colors I'm missing from there. But otherwise, let's just do the quest calendar and then I can get back to doing stuff. So, yesterday we got to the shipwreck and we made it through. We are down here on the bottom level or on the 3rd level. So let's see what happens today. Ooh, looks like there's a demon under here. So it looks like we're going to be fighting the demon. He's kind of hard to see because he's black, but he's got really cool horns. And he's got like fins under his arms. Super cool. Alrighty. You swim your way down through the cracks where the gate shard fell into the cargo hold. You rummage around a while and find the gate shard. You sense movement in the back of a dark corner of the wreckage. Bright red eyes light up and fly at you. A demon attacks. And I totally didn't even notice right here. There's our gate shard. That's crazy. Focus. So yeah, this with the little lettering. That's the gate shard. Alrighty, so we will need to do wisdom roll, and then if we do not banish the demon back to his home realm with the wisdom roll, then we will need to roll attack and damage, and it'll be for 3 rounds. So let me get my dice. Alrighty, so we will start off with a wisdom roll. We have a +2. Alrighty, and that is a 17. So good start, 19. We needed an 18. If your wisdom roll is 18 or more, you banish the demon back to its home realm. It is defeated. So reduce your health by 1, gain a +1 bonus to any future die roll. Combat is over. 1 roll, we didn't have to fight this sucker. Our magical staff triggered, and we sent him home. So we are up to 5 points that we can use in the future. And wow, that was super fast. So let me just skip to the bottom here. If you killed or banished the demon, collect 3 gold. So I will take a hit point of damage from using the staff, but they give us a bonus point and also add 3 gold. So we are at 103 gold. And that was a lot quicker than I expected, but that's also fun that we have the staff so we can kind of save. Even though rolling dice is fun, it's fun to just kind of get him taken over and not have to take any unnecessary damage or anything like that. So, super quick update. But that is all I have for you today. And I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, I will have finished Bright Like Wildfire. I'm hoping I can finish it tonight. I know I keep saying that. But I'm also excited, and hopefully this is going to be a good season of Big Brother. But we shall see. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hello. Happy Thursday. It has been a very odd day. There were some good moments. There were some bad moments. There were some weird moments. So all I can think of right now is just thank goodness tomorrow is Friday, because I am ready for the weekend already. These 4-day weeks, the short work weeks, are always super fun, but sometimes they're just super weird. So, yeah. But fun news wise today, I had my special edition of Lore Olympus, the Barnes & Noble special edition hardback, was supposed to be delivered today. And a package was delivered today, but what was inside it was not Lore Olympus. It was some other book. Never even heard before. Some really weird YA fantasy. And at least that's what the cover looked like to me, is the theme of YA fantasies, and it had come out in 2021 at some point, so I was just like, this isn't even another new release. So they gave me a tag to send it back, and they're shipping a new one, but it's not supposed to be here till the 14th, so I still don't have my special edition, which is annoying because I wanted to do a post this week with both editions. Man, so that's frustrating. But in happy news, even though it was not marked as shipped, I did not get a ship notification. Look what came today. My Stanley Cup Champions hat. I've got my messy bun on today, but I'm so excited, and I love this mesh. I was slightly nervous that this mesh was going to be like the plasticky mesh, but this is the cloth mesh, which is even better. I'm so excited to wear this. I'll probably wear it tomorrow. just because I have it, and this gray is super gorgeous. I love it. Super pretty. So that was happy surprise today. So bad on Lore Olympus, but yay, I got my Stanley Cup Champions hat. So I still have to wait for the cup and because I got a mug and then a hockey puck. So those are what I'm still waiting on. Last night I would show you, but I know my boss watches these. So last night I did officially start my boss's birthday present. I had to redo a couple sections because I was kind of testing on how I want to do it, but I am so excited. I've gotten one little portion done and I'm really enjoying it so far. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to try to do like every day, just like sit down and work on it for an hour. And then if I end up doing longer, then that's fine. But I don't want to detract from my reading too much. But I still want to work on it on a regular pace. Or maybe do it 3 times a week with Big Brother coming on or coming back. That's a good time for me to work on it as while I watch Big Brother. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to work on it a little bit more tonight. And then we will see what happens. But I wish I could show you. But I'm not going to. I'll show you when it's done though. But otherwise, let's do the quest calendar. And so yesterday we fought the demon that was around the gate shard. So I'm assuming today we'll be trying to get the gate shard to go into our staff. So, or a chest. And we did find that rusty key. Okay. After dealing with the demon, you find the gate shard and need to collect it. You also find a locked chest sitting amongst the rubble of the shipwreck. It is heavy and sure to contain great loot. You just need to get it open. Okay, so number 1, take the gate shard. It's a wisdom reminder danger sense. And then for 2, there are 3 options. 2A is if you have the rusty key, it unlocks this chest. We have the rusty key, so we won't have to worry about the other 2, but I will just let you know what they are in case you just want to know. So B would be pick the lock, which is a dex roll reminder locksmith. And then C is smash the lock. You just roll damage, but we won't have to worry about that. So let me see here. So okay, so wisdom, danger sense. Our wisdom is a +2 and we do have danger sense. So we are at a +4 and that is a 12. So 16. I feel like that one might be cutting it close. Okay, no, we're okay. It needed to be an 11, so it cut it close on the die. So the familiar sense of dread fills your head as you approach near the shard. You avoid letting the magic affect you. Okay. Yeah, so that just means we were close enough to we avoided becoming cursed from being near the stone, so, or the gate shard. Okay, so, and then 2A, if you have the rusty key, you place the rusty key in the lock of the chest in turn. A perfect fit. It opens with a click. Inside the chest, you find 10 gold, 1 healing potion, and 1 greater healing potion. Very cool. So, let me pull my character sheet over here. Oh, whoop. So, healing potion. Okay, a greater health potion. Okay, so a normal health potion restores 2d4 health, but a greater health potion restores 2d8. So that is crazy. We have 6 already, so I'll add another one of each and 10 gold. We have 4 points of damage, and I'm going to wait till we get like 5 or 6 and then use a health potion because I don't want to waste like 2d4 on only 4 points of damage. And it could just do 2 if I rolled 2 ones, but I'm going to leave that there. So I will get my inventory part of my character sheet put together. And otherwise, that is it for today. Another super short day. Tomorrow is Friday. Oh! One more quick thing. Last night I finished Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross. I mean, are we surprised? 5 stars. I loved it. Oh, it's so good. The way that Juliet Cross just writes an emotional and intimate connection between two people is just so lovely. And during this book in particular, I can see a lot of inspiration from what I know about her personal life, just from being on live shows with her and listening to the podcast and all the behind the scenes stuff, because I'm a Patreon for both her and for the podcast. So it was just really cool to where I saw a lot of little nods for things that she does in her real life, and it was just super fun. So I'm going to try to just leave most of my thoughts for my mid-month wrap-up, but 5 stars. I loved it. I will tell you, though, for Summer of Swoon, I used it for a summer 2022 release. This comes out July 12th. I did notice, like last week or the week before, that the paperback, you can pre-order the paperback already on Amazon. So I did do that. This is indie published, so I cannot wait to have a physical copy in my hand. And I did read an arc, and I got the arc because I am a member of her Patreon. So, and I will have it up on the Monday before it goes out. So that's super fun. This is only the second arc I've ever read before, and I'm not really into that space. I feel like part of me, oh my goodness, what are you doing? She is just moving furniture here. What are you doing? My goodness. But that's not a space that I have looked about getting a NetGalley account or an Edelweiss account and things like that. And I've seen authors that I love post that they're looking, like, who are indie published, that they're looking for like ARC teams or like people to join their like marketing roundups for like cover reveals and things like that. And that's just not something I've branched out into at this point, and maybe I will someday. And I think about it. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at NetGalley's website to see like what it is and exactly how it works and how to keep like a good percentage and all that stuff. But it's just, I'm very much a mood reader, and I'm already kind of, at least for the reading time I have available right now, it's not conducive for me to start picking up arcs like crazy, or even just a couple arcs, on top of the fact that my reviews that go on my blog are usually a week and a half to 2 weeks out after I read it. So I'd have to kind of finagle my schedule even more, although I could switch it because I have it Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Saturdays reviews go up. And then if there's anything extra like a readathon or a reading challenge or anything fun I want to put on my blog that's not a review, I try to leave those to Tuesdays or Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays, depending on what's going on that week. But I could do that for arc reviews, but I don't know. That's just not something I'm really feel comfortable getting into right now. But since I am a member of her Patreon, I have gotten 2 arcs, and so I at least noticed when I was deciding on what I wanted to pick up next that the next review would be up on the 11th. So I was like, okay, perfect. I'll either read Bright Like Wildfire next or have it be the second book I read next. So it worked out very well in this case that the review will be up the day before it's released. So yeah, I finished it. 5 stars. I love it. What? Can I help you? You want to say hi? Say hi. I'm a screaming kitty. What are you doing? You're going to grunt at me? Can I help you? Can you say sorry to people for yelling? Meow. Yeah. Okay. I swear, some days she does not act like an almost 21-year-old cat. My goodness, you are full of it. She was very excited though last night when I started Patty's birthday present. I sat in my chair, my fold-out chair that's like a floor chair. So she had a lap. I mean, she made me put a blanket on for it, but she had a lap and she was on it like 2 or 3 different times. So she likes that I'm doing craft projects that I can sit down and give her a lap for. And now she's like pouting, so she probably wants another lap. So I'm going to wrap up. I can't believe I forgot to talk to you about the book I finished. Next, I will be picking up, because my readathon starts on Saturday or Sunday. So I need to read my Alona Andrew books for Hidden Legacy before the readathon starts, although they could probably work for the prompts for the readathon, but I wanted to get them taken care of because the live show is the Friday. That's my calendar over here is still on June the 15th, so that's during the readathon, so I want to get them read beforehand. So I will be picking up Sapphire Flames next, which I have in paperback on my headboard, but I haven't grabbed it yet. But anyway, see, I'm like, look, it's a super quick wrap up, and then I'm like, oh wait, I have more things to say, and then I ramble on. But I will leave you now. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you all have a happy Friday. I am ready for the weekend already. That is for sure. I'll see you all soon. Hello, happy Friday. It hasn't been a freaking Friday. I am happy this week is over. I am ready for the weekend. I don't really want to get into it, but yeah, we were fairly quiet, which was fine, but I don't know. There's just our third, he's not a mechanic, he's more like a shop helper. He's just worthless. You know, my boss asked him to count the tires that were next door because we have a bunch of tires that we keep in the shop that's attached to the office, which is our main shop where the 3 mechanics benches are. And we have a bunch of the tires mounted on hooks on the walls. But hey, we have a bunch of like the bigger sizes, or when we do our spring orders, the excess tires that won't fit on there's cat hair everywhere. We put excess tires next door because we have a little like garage next door too that we use mostly for storage. And he went to go count the tires, and I was asked to rewrite the list because, first of all, his handwriting is absolutely terrible, but 2 of the tire sizes were repeated, and I was like, okay, did he accidentally count them again, but they were different numbers? One was 6 and one was 3, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll just run over and check it real quick. He had 16 tires written down on his note. I went next door, and there were 25 tires. And his numbers weren't correct. He said we only had 2 of our 20, 10, 50, 10 tires, and we had 2 in our normal Turfmaster. We had 2 in a like super crazy tread. Then we had 2 off brands that matched our Turfmasters. Then we had 2 snow tire versions in that one, and then we had 1 random 2-ply tire in that same size. And I was like, this is not just 2. I'm like, all of these tires have different treads. They're different, even if they're different, like they're all the same size and they're all Carlisle, they're different treads. One's a Turf Saver, one's a Turfmaster. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this guy, let alone the fact he missed like half the tires. I was just like so frustrated. And this is like right before 5, and I was just like playing in dirty tires next door. And I came in and I looked at my boss and I was like, he's worthless. He's worthless. It's fine. It's fine. Monday I'll just finish writing up my note, and it's fine. It's fine. It's just frustrating when you can't count on someone to do very simple work. But anyway, and I don't have to work with him directly a lot of the times because he's in the back to help our 2 mechanics. But anyway, besides that, last night I meant to start this. As you can tell from my bookmark, that did not happen. I plan to start this tonight. What I did read was all of this. It is Lisa Kleypas Appreciation Week on Instagram this week, and the other day somebody posted a bunch of quotes from Love in the Afternoon. This is my favorite Lisa Kleypas. This is one of my favorite historical romances. This is from my favorite series, The Hathaways by Lisa Kleypas. I love them. I love this book. Oh, it is 5 stars. I can't tell you. According to my Goodreads, I've only read this like 4 times, but it's been a lot more than that. But I love this book so much. I read it all last night. This is Chris and B's book, and it just makes me happy. And I've been thinking about it since I read those quotes, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll do a reread of this one. And then Plot Tryst, which is 2 girls, and they have a podcast that they do on romance novels. They recently did, just in celebration, they did a podcast review of Mine Till Midnight, I think. Yeah, Mine Till Midnight, which is the first book in this series, and it's Cam and Amelia's book. And now I want to reread Cam and Amelia's book, but I know if I reread Cam and Amelia's book, I'm just gonna want to reread the whole series. But I had to reread this one at least. So I need to start my book club books before the hockey readathon starts on Monday, the Hockey Champions readathon. So, but I just couldn't not pick up this book. I was laying in bed and I was like, I should read Sapphire Flames. I had it with me. And then I just rolled over and looked at my bookshelf and I was like, no, I got it. So I read this last night. So good. I used one of my Pride and Prejudice bookmarks. And this is actually, I have a Pride and Prejudice inspired tea, and so this was a bookmark that came with that tea, and it has like the instructions for steeping and stuff on the back. And then there is Miss Bennet. But yeah, I'll save my ramblings about this for my wrap up. But if you've read Lisa Kleypas, if you've read The Wallflowers, and if you've read The Ravenels, you need to read The Hathaways. Like I said, it's my favorite series. And Captain Christopher Phelan, he is my one true Chris, which I don't even know if people talk about that anymore, but he's always been my one true Chris. He's my favorite. He's just my favorite. Him and Bee and all of her little menagerie of animals. But speaking of, I am using this for the Rip Out of Summer Bingo prompt animal shelter. And while this is set in historical times, so it's not like a real animal shelter, Bee is definitely someone who has an animal shelter. She takes in and rehabs animals and unwanted animals. I mean, she's got a mule, she's got a goat and a baby goat, she's got Medusa, her hedgehog, she's got Lucky, her 3-legged kitty, Hector the mule, and she just has all sorts of animals. So I'm going to count it as like a historical animal shelter because she definitely does shelter them and gives them new lives and new homes. And then for Summer of Swoon, surprisingly, this worked perfectly. This was published in June of 2010, but Summer of Swoon has a prompt that is published in June, no year requirement, so this works perfectly for that. So 5 stars, another reread. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you did not know, it's an epistolary romance. It's just, Lisa Kleypas can do no wrong. But outside of that, let us do the quest calendar. So yesterday, we opened the chest. We had the rusty key, and we got some fun treasure out of it. So let us see what happens today. We are going to Loco. So we've got a map. We are here at the shipwreck. So we are going to make our way to here, which looks like it's like, I can't tell if it's ruins. It looks like underground ruins. But let's see what it says. The transference energy sensor is pointing you across the ocean. According to your maps and discoveries back at the Lost Library, the gate is likely in the underwater city of Loco. So we can travel the northern route or the southern route. Both are a wisdom roll, reminder, survivalist, map and compass, and mount. So we can choose to go the northern route and follow the edge of the coral forest. And then we'll hit it like in this little arm that comes out, or we can just cut across here. This looks like it's a cavern or a trench of some sort, and then it kind of comes along this underwater mountain range. So I think last time we went along the coral reef, and so I think I'm going to do that now, and then we can also go around the trench. So we're going to do that. So my wisdom is a +2. We get another +2 from the map and compass, and then we get a +4 from the mount. So grand total of +8. Okay, and this will be the northern route. Okay, so I will read description first here. The northern route has you avoiding the dark and potentially dangerous canyon. It will take longer along this route and will take you near the Kala Reef. Even in the dark waters of this world, you can still see the magnificent colors from here. All right. And that is a 12. Okay. So +8, so 20. Okay, if the result is 15 or more, you stay at a safe Let's try this again. You stay at a safe distance where you can get the best views of the beautiful structure of vibrant colors. You need to consume only one ration. If you do not have enough, reduce your health by 1. And we have plenty of rations, so I will knock my rations down. We are at 5, so I will knock it back down to 4. And that is it for this week. It's been a short but very long week all at the same time. And someone is ready for a lap. It's already almost 9 o'clock. I don't know where the time goes, but I'm going to put on an episode of Below Deck and give my kitty a lap, since that's what she's requesting, and work on Patty's present while I watch at least one episode of my show. And then I'll probably head to bed and start Sapphire Flames. Although I'm tired enough, I could just crash. So we will see what happens. Oh, I should say something fun. When I went grocery shopping today, they had a bunch of crazy types of like scrunchies on sale. And I had to get the ones that had gray because that's my favorite color. But they have different textures. So like this one you can see is like a rough texture. This is like a silky pattern. And then this is just like a linen. Like, because these feel the same except for the extra like rouging texture. So I got, these were on clearance for like $2.50 or something, which was, there's 3 of them. And then this is the pattern on this one. And then there's this one. So it's like less than $1 a scrunchie. So those are fun. And gray is my favorite color. So I loved it. And then I got a really cool headband. I used to wear headbands a lot, but a lot of the ones I have were ones I got when I was younger. And so they hurt behind my ears a lot. But I thought this one might be nice. This is more of an adult one. And I've been kind of getting into headbands and stuff lately. So I thought that would be cute. They had a whole bunch of colors, but they were all very bright and neon, and so I went with black because I figured black is easy to go with anything, and it's a good contrast color for my hair. But so yeah, something fun from today. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Let me know if you had a good week, if you had a good 4th of July, if you had any cool, fun firework things that went on around your place. I know for a lot of people it was a very stressful holiday, but I enjoy it. It's not very often, and now that a lot of things are opening up after the pandemic for the past couple years, it was nice to be able to go to a fireworks show. Although I haven't been to one for years before the pandemic, but it was just nice to kind of be around a bunch of people that you didn't know, and I'll celebrate something fun like that. So, which is weird coming from an introvert, but I'm okay. I can handle it every once in a while, and we were only there for like half an hour, 45 minutes, so it's not bad. But anyway, I hope you all join me for my hockey, even though I'm in the middle of it when this video goes up. I hope you all join me for my hockey champions, the Stanley Cup Champions readathon. I'm super excited. And like I said, I hope at least one person participates with me. But anyway, I will see you all very soon.